Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Untold Stories of, and today's game is none other than Stardew Valley. That's right guys, there's a star in the sky, some dew on the ground, and a valley in each of our hearts. Let's get this started. This is the story of a simple man named Gillfred, a kind-hearted Joja employee caught in the middle of a war between Big Pharma and filthy farmers. Gillfred's grandfather was a filthy farmer whom, despite basically being the filth of the planet, never gave up on trying to convert his angelic grandson into a heathen with a hoe and a watering can. Good news finally reached Gillfred's ears when he received a letter from his grandfather stating that his sins have finally caught up with him and he had passed away. Elated with the news, Gillfred and Morris concocted a plan for Gillfred to take over his grandfather's farm, pretending to be a farmer so Joja could shut down Stardew Valley from its sinning ways and convert it into a pure Christian Joja town. In Gillfred's first week on the farm, he had discovered that not only was his grandfather in fact a heathen, he was absolutely trash at managing the farm. Gillfred spent his first day being teased by the local demons and their leader, Mayor Lewis. Mayor Lewis may have come across as normal to most, but Gillfred was too woke and could clearly see the demon for what it was. Gillfred had to pull through to make sure that no one suspected him as a saint, so he did what he needed to do. He worked. And worked, and worked, and worked, and worked. He made a bare minimum garden as to not arouse suspicion, but he also dare not tempt Satan with his sinning ways. To make sure the locals didn't catch on, and to save his soul from eternal damnation, instead of farming, he pillaged the town, sucking up all the local resources and selling them as if he himself grew them. After hopefully tricking the one and only Almighty Lord, Gillfred had decided to meet a few of the locals. Most of the locals had bland names with bland faces. The only one to even remotely catch Gillfred's eye was Leah. Gillfred knew he must grab her attention, and the only idea he could come up with was to buy her love and attention. Worked like a charm. Leah started to consume Gillfred's thoughts. He became infatuated. Obsessed even. Then he found a dog. Though in some situations, he might have found a cat. That's right, folks. You pick your favorite, a cat or a dog. How innovative. Even though Gillfred knew what he was doing was wrong, he had fallen in love with Leah. He spent hours looking through his forged treasures and asked himself if Leah would love his prized rusty spoon.
I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them.
Days and weeks had passed with non-stop pursuit of Leah's attention. Only after a few days out on the farm to work certain urges out of his system was he reminded that these people were in fact demons. He found a sign left by his grandfather saying that he would always watch over and haunt this land, and he would return in 3 years to claim any soul that didn't live up to the name of a farmer. Gillfred was so distraught, he blacked out from exhaustion. Gillfred awakes to find himself worried and exhausted. He decides to take a walk through town and comes across the community center. Mayor Lewis is there and explains to Gillfred that the community center is the heart of Stardew Valley. Gillfred was so exhausted. He thought he saw these little green people magically appearing. But Mayor Lewis said he saw nothing. Was his eyes playing tricks on him? After stepping outside, Gillfred realized he had a decision to make. Does he follow his true path and destroy the community center so Joja can take over? Or does he follow his heart and restore the community center to gain more brownie points with Leah, but also have to team up with little green apple demons? To be continued. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of the Untold Stories of Stardew Valley. What would you like to see next? Gillfred giving into his mission given to him by Joja? Or would you like to see him follow his heart and pursue Leah and the sinners of Stardew Valley? You decide in the comments below. Majority votes win. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys on the next episode of the Untold Stories of. Later, gamers!